Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to be embracing this week of love, otherwise known as Valentine's Week or Valentine's Day if you want to be extra boring. And I will be creating some DIY Valentine's Day decorations for the house. Me and my boyfriend don't typically celebrate Valentine's Day. We're more of a I love you all year round type of couple. I am a big sucker of decorations around a house, like Christmas, Halloween, like this little ghosty up here. I mean, I love him so much, he's gonna stay there all year round. I thought, why not do the same thing for Valentine's Day? When I first had this video idea, one of the first things that came to my head is what actually is Valentine's Day? Where the hell did it come from and why do we celebrate it every single year? I did a little bit of a Google search and I will be reading down here because I'm very bad at remembering facts. There is a legend that I have heard quite a few times whereby Valentine was actually a priest who secretly performed marriages for young lovers during a time when the Roman emperor outlawed them to keep all of the men at war. And we're gonna have a few fun facts, right? So the oldest surviving Valentine's message was written in 1415 by Charles, Duke of Orleans, to his wife while he was imprisoned in the Tower of London. I'm swooning. Valentine's Day is also the second largest card sending holiday after Christmas, with approximately 145 million cards exchanged each year. That is so many cards. I could absolutely believe that. And we all associate Valentine's Day with the heart-shaped chocolate boxes. It was actually Cadbury created the first heart-shaped box of chocolate for Valentine's Day in 1860. So that bad boy has been around for a really long time. Enough of me playing a history teacher. Let's get focused on today's DIY. I have never done any Valentine's Day DIY before, so I scoured TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest to try and get some inspiration. I started off on Instagram and I just searched Valentine's DIY to see what comes up, and these creepy hand things were the first thing to catch my eye. I thought to myself, what on earth are these things? Who would want this? And then it dawned on me, those are children's hands and that is a gift to their mother. I kept scrolling and I couldn't find anything that caught my eye. It wasn't what I was looking for, so I thought I'd switch it up and head over to TikTok. On TikTok, I thought I would just try searching for Valentines, and there were ad after ad and a whole mix of random things, from cooking recipes like these raspberry covered brownies. They look gooey, they look soft, they look like the perfect Valentine's Day gift. One thing that really did catch my eye were these cake pops. And I know what you're thinking, Paulina, you just turned down the raspberry covered beautiful moist chocolate brownie. Okay, but the cake pops do have a little bit of decoration on top, do they not? They've got little hearts and little sticks that you can put little hearts on. And honestly, I'm a huge fan of cake pops, especially the ones from Starbucks. They are just incredible. So I'm gonna put a pin in that idea and maybe create some cake pops that can be used as decoration around the house, but can also be used for satisfying my sweet craving. Then I tried just searching for Valentine's Day DIY. Straight to the point, gotta be something, right? And I was scrolling through and there were so many DIY cards. Again, those little baskets that you can put together for your partner. All the same sort of stuff, not the things that I'm looking for. Then I came across these really pretty dangling felt hearts and I thought, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. You could hang it anywhere in the house. Simple, right? Except for I've never owned a hot glue gun or felt or done anything of this complexity. So this could be a good challenge. I think straight away I'm gonna put that as our number one DIY that we're going to create in this video. The next thing that caught my eye were these flowers hanging on strings. I thought this looked beautiful. This one seems very straightforward and very easy, but I'm thinking maybe very expensive. I don't know if any of you have tried to buy artificial flowers before. Those bad boys are not cheap, especially if you're trying to get cute ones like she's got hanging here. The pink roses and the beautiful pink petals. Ooh, okay, so this is definitely one that I will be able to do. A bunch of sticks, you put them into a vase, so it looks like a bunch of heart flowers on sticks. She's making it look cute, so I'm pretty sure that it can look cute in my house as well. I'm going to earmark that one as our number 2 DIY for this video. Make a decision on our third and final DIY. Let's head over to my local craft store and see if they have everything we need to make the floating flowers. If not, I think it's only sensible that I do the cake pops. Okay, so we've made it to Hobbycraft. Come on in. I have never been in here to buy DIY supplies, so I was very confused as to where to start. I have a
feeling I have ventured us down the wrong path.
Looking for the felt paper, we ended up down a hot glue aisle.
I can pick whatever colour I want.
I sounded excited, but I ended up going for the plain black one. Classic, simple, goes with everything, straight in a basket. Speaking of, we do actually need to go get that basket, so let's wheel that little cutie patootie over here and look for the next thing. Ah yes, the felt paper.
Found it. So it's 80p per sheet. That's quite pricey. Or I'm just super cheap. Okay, well, let's think about it strategically. So I'm gonna need reds and pinks.
I was very impressed by the range of colours they had, maybe even intimidated by the choices, but I tried to stay on track and get the pinks, reds, the whites, all to make the beautiful hanging hearts.
Oh yeah, we need string.
I think you're going the wrong way, love.
Where might one logically find string?
I didn't find string, but I did find some fake flowers. I thought I would check the price of these to see if that DIY could be an option. Here I am trying to explain my vision to my boyfriend, the best that I can.
£4 for a bunch. That DIY would cost an absolute fortune, so that one's out the window.
So I won't be able to afford it this time, but I will put a pin in it and maybe make it at some point in the future. But I did find some string.
Do you want like rustic love vibes or like soft sensual love vibes? Or this one? Done. Okay, so I think that's everything for DIY number 1. Nailed it. Okay, so that leads us on to DIY number 3, which is cake pops. I'm very excited about. And I do have cake making.
It's like this was my plan all along.
Extra stretch, extra smooth, extra thin fondant icing. I don't think I need fondant icing.
So we grabbed all the bits that we needed to make the cake pops from a cake mix to these gorgeous sprinkles, put it all in a basket and headed straight for the checkout. Okay, so on to DIY number 1. I have now got all of the ingredients to make the little hanging hearts happen. So we have a fabric scissor. I've got the cotton twine strings. That's what the hearts will be hanging from. I have my very first mini glue gun. So I've never owned a glue gun before. I used one when I was in primary school, but I know very little about how they work other than the fact that they dispense hot glue. To go alongside this, I have bought some 7mm hot melt mini glue sticks. It does say on the back that these guys go together, so hopefully everything's going to work out. And then we've got a nice selection of felt papers. Let's get this guy plugged in and the glue stick popped in as well. I think this guy's gonna be plenty big. So it does have a cable and a piece of rice. Okay, instructions. Just push it in. Ooh, I think I did it. Okay, so I need to pick our colors of felt. Thinking that we could maybe make the hearts with the pinks and the white. Yes, that sounds optimum. So step 1 is to cut out the felt paper into some rectangular strips. I feel like that's easy enough, I could do that. But every single color you go down, they should get slightly smaller. Ooh, I'm feeling some heat coming from this bad boy. Fine, it's fine. I'm gonna just freehand. Ah, that kind of looks like a crepe. Yay, we got our first one. I mean, they might be a little uneven, but you know, it's art. I feel like I should have got a ruler, but I'm too far into the process now that we just gotta roll with what we've got. Oh, that kind of looks like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. These are his colors, right? And on to the final color, so we're gonna do a white. Okay, so that's all of our colors ready. And then you are supposed to glue them together in layers to a white. And then they will somehow fold into something. I'm gonna just go watch that video again. Oh! Hello? I'm scared. Woo, it's coming out! We've had our first squirt. Ah, it's happening! It's steaming, I'm scared. Oh, that smells awful. Okay, layer number 2. Little love taps. Okay, and then the last little piece, little love taps for you too, cutie patootie. Okay, so I think they're all stuck. Okay, let's not do that. Oh! Fine, everything is fine. No concern here. I think I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. This is looking so nice. Okay, so we've got our first half of the heart.
That is super cute. Now that I am a professional felt gluer, let's do round number 2. Little love taps for you, my children. Cool, 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 cool. Let's do the little foldy woldies. No, don't detach. Don't leave me, please. Oh God, I don't know what to do now. I've got like double the glue. Okay, that seems to be sticking all right. So we're gonna go for the next stage. 2 little babies. It wasn't perfect, and I did run out of felt. The last big heart, I used the bright red as opposed to the hot pink, and I'm hoping that it doesn't look horrific when they're together. And I ran out of the hot pink as well. The last couple are just teeny little white and pink babies, which actually I think will look quite sweet if they're scattered through, maybe like the little one and a big one on one string. Okay, so on to step number 2, which is to stick these guys together to make actual hearts. Okay, I took a little food break, but now it's time to add the string bits. She ties a knot at the top. That was good to me. Okay, and then I need to grab 2 of the love hearts. Okay, a big blob will be perfect. And then if we pop the string in there, yes, I think we have. We'll have, once it dries, something like this. I'm too scared to play around with it just yet, so I'm gonna just leave this little cutie over here while we do the next one. It's dripping. Alright, so the string's gonna go here. Heart on this side to just plop right there. How freaking cute. Like, there's 2 of these now, and I love them already. No, because the fact that this is going so well, I'm gonna gaslight myself into thinking that I'm some sort of like DIY guru. And every time we'll need something for the house, I'll be like, no, I can make it. When we all know the reality of that is that I cannot make it. Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry. It works, look! That's so nice and cute. I love it. Oh, this is amazing. These are, honestly, I've outdone myself. So I had a lot of fun making these. Let's try and find a place to hang them. Okay, so a big place that gets neglected for decorations is our conservatory. I was thinking they could do a nice job hanging here and giving us a Valentine's mood. Not gonna lie, I don't love it. I've had a change of heart and I've put them all onto one window and I feel like it looks so much better already. Let me just cut the ends of the strings. Okay, so that is our hanging hearts. I have to say, now that they're all together in a place that I semi-like, I feel like they look pretty cute. Okay, so is this DIY affordable? Absolutely. I paid 80p per sheet and the string was really cheap as well, so it's a big thumbs up from me. Was it easy to make? Again, yes, absolutely. Once I worked out how on earth to use a glue gun, I felt like everything else flew perfectly and I actually had a really great time. Excuse me? Easy to make? Yes, absolutely. Do I actually like the final DIY? I would say yes, I do. I feel like in the right space, they look really cute. I maybe should have made more so that I could cover a larger amount of space, but I feel like for a first try, these guys are looking very, very cute. Okay, so on to DIY number 2. For this one, we need an empty vase, a hot glue gun, some more felt paper, and some sticks. So there wasn't any guidance on what type of sticks to get, so I just picked up any that looked remotely interesting. Hoping that they're all going to fit okay in my little vase. Maybe I should try that out before I start the DIY. Okay, I think I might need to make some of them a little shorter. Length that we want to go for is probably the same as this guy. Or is he too long? God, I'm losing my mind. So I got this one, which is a bit thicker, but I thought it might add a bit of character. Yeah, that's cute, I like that. Oh no, this one's broken. It's fine, we don't need all those pieces. Okay, I think I'm happy with it. I'm gonna go see it from your guys' angle. So the next step is going to be to cut out heart shapes and stick them all over this guy to make it look like a bunch of stick heart flower buds. But one thing I do want to make sure I do this time is get a template of a heart that's a good size. It suddenly dawned on me that this is going to take forever. So I'm going to use some editing magic to speed this process up for you guys a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to try and pretend like it's the same day. It took me 2 hours to stencil all of these and cut them out. I've started heating the glue gun back up and I'm thinking what could actually look quite cute is if the hearts, instead of being stuck on like this, if they sat on the edges of the tree to be like petals, not petals, what am I going for? Like the leaves of the tree, but they'll be hearts. I think that could be really, really cute. So we're gonna get started with that. After the last DIY, I'm a huge fan of hot glue. So another day of this, I'm not complaining. I'm gonna bring you guys over here so we can do this one together. Okay, I think the glue gun is warm enough. So I'm gonna just pop a little piece of it just in the middle here. Okay, so that's our first one on. Do a pink one to mix it up a bit. Okay, so you guys don't have to watch me stick all of these individually. I'll see you in just a minute. I mean, considering these sticks were just laying on the side of the road, I think this is a pretty good life ending. The last legacy before they disintegrate into nothingness. Okay, I'm starting to realize that this is making the twigs heavier and it's weighing them down, so I might have to chop them so they're a little bit shorter. Okay, I'll let you pick where the last 2 hearts go. Shit, what did you say here? Honey, what are you doing?
I didn't know that it was sticky.
Oh my god. Oh, wash your hands. This one, there's glue on this. This one, where do you want? Here.
Wait, I don't know what's funny about it.
My
Attempted
reaction.
murder.
Okay, so that is all of our hearts stuck onto the sticks, twigs, whatever we want to call them. Do we feel like this is too long and overhanging, or is this looking good? I felt like it looked good until this point. Should I start again? I'll take them all out and we'll start again. So this is our final completed heart twig stick tree. I think it looks pretty cute. What do you think? Is it cute? Is it Valentine's Day vibes? Witchy Valentines. I like that, it's rustic. Let's go find a spot for this guy. I have a slight suspicion he's gonna go exactly where the hanging hearts went. So this is the final location for our love tree. Okay, so let's rate this one. Is it affordable? I would say it definitely is, considering the dead twigs are from the outdoors, which is free. The vase I had already, so that was free. And then the felt hearts were 80p per sheet. And I used, I think, 3 sheets. So that is, what's 80 times 3? £2.40, which I would consider pretty cheap for this little cutie patootie. Was it easy to make? Again, very easy. I think the hardest part was actually picking the right twigs for this vase. There were so many options to choose from, and the felt hearts were pretty easy, but they took a really long time to draw out and cut out as well. Like I said, I spent probably about 1.5 hours to 2 hours just cutting out these bad boys. Did I actually like this DIY? I would say I absolutely do. It's very rustic, very cutesy, witchy. As I said earlier, the twigs go with the string vibe, so I think this makes for a pretty nice corner. Okay, on to the final DIY. Let's go. Okay, so we are on to DIY number 3, the cake pops, which I am very excited about, but also extremely nervous. As I said earlier, I haven't baked anything in the longest time. The last time I did, it turned out very burnt. So in order to make these cake pops, we have to make the velvety vanilla cake first using the cake mix, and then all of the fun starts after that. But unfortunately, we're already off to a bad start because I forgot to get some icing sugar, which is one of the ingredients that you need for this recipe. And also, I don't have any cake tins or cupcake tins. I just have some options. Please don't judge how crusty dusty this guy is. We've had him for quite some time. This guy I feel like might be too deep. I just don't know. Let's see how much mixture we get and then go from there. Let's get started with the cake mix. Ooh. Okay, so we need a bowl. Check. Ooh, that smells good. Get these out the way, safety first. I've forgotten already, what am I doing? Okay, so butter. Oh shit, I need to be wearing an apron. Oh, this is good technique. Am I doing a good job? I love how they specify do not eat unbaked batter. I mean, it does look pretty damn appetizing to me. Okay, I think I'm doing all right at the moment until my arm starts to ache, but that's all right. Pour it or do you ladle it? And I feel like I see people do this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as is and put it in the oven, and we'll come back in 22 to 27 minutes and see what monstrosity I've created. Ooh, it looks a little wobbly. And I presume that's not a good sign. I need to spoon all this cake out into this bowl and then mush it together so it becomes like a bit of a dough so you can shape it into little balls. But apparently this process takes quite some time if you don't have a little paddle machine thing mushing it around for you. So this is going to be extremely delightful. God, okay, I feel like that was not a smart move. Let's mash this guy up with a fork first. That's pretty damn good cake. Ooh, so it's starting to become like a warm, fluffy bowl of clouds. Okay, shit's happening. Something's working. It's becoming like a little firmer. So I think we probably stirred it enough. So the next step is portion out the dough and press into a ball in the palm of your hands. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Can I make it into an actual ball? Will it fall apart? No, I think we're doing pretty well. That's our first ball. I think when I thought of cake pops, I was really excited by the idea, but now having to sit here and slave away, making everything by hand, I 100% feel like the money you pay Starbucks is so worth it. Okay, so the next step looks to put these in the freezer and melt the color melts. So these are chocolate melts. And unfortunately at the craft store I went to, they didn't have the pink ones, so we've got the white ones. However, I have got some pink hearts to stick on it to give it that kind of Valentine's Day feel, and also some white kind of sparkly ones to give a little bit of texture. So we'll have something a bit different. Okay, so we've got our bowl, and let's chuck all of these inside. Ugh, these do not smell good. Do they taste good? All right. Okay, so it looks like we have our chocolate melted melt thing. Okay, so this will go in quite fast. I'm just gonna like, I guess that will do. And then in the middle, it looks like a cake pop. Okay, this one's split a little bit. I hope that's okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It kind of looks like one of those Mikado sticks, Mikado. Okay, some of these are splitting, but I think we're gonna be all right. Hopefully at least a couple make it through. Ta-da! I think that's pretty good if you ask me. Okay, so it's been just over 10 minutes. I've cut out some little cutie love hearts while I was waiting so that we can stick those on the lollipop sticks. The next step is to put this into a tall glass. To grab all of these cake pops and dip them into this kind of melted chocolate and then pop them back on to decorate them. Let's get started with the first one. Let's just go for it. And you are supposed to turn them the right way around. Okay, this is a huge cake pop. I think I massively overestimated the size of these. There it goes. Okay, so that's cake pop number 1. Let's do the others. And I'm scared that these are gonna start drying, so I'm gonna stick a few sprinkles on. So we're gonna get some of these hearts out. I feel like this is not working out to be very cute. Okay, so this is our first one. Okay, so this is our second one. So I had some weird shit going on there and then turned into love hearts. Dip and decorate the rest of these and bring you guys back in for the final result. Okay, they are ready. So these are our final Valentine's Day cake pops, and I think they turned out pretty cute. We did have one casualty. We don't talk about him. But I feel like these turned out amazing. They are massive for cake pops. Like, they definitely carry some weight and height and width and everything. They are voluptuous cake pops. Let's do a taste test and see if they came out any good. Oh my god, that is absolutely delicious. Like, I feel like I have nailed the flavor of the birthday cake pop that you get from Starbucks. This is so good. Okay, so naturally we gotta put our Valentine's Day cake pops next to our other Valentine DIYs. I feel like it's only fitting. Okay, so that was another really fun DIY. Now let's get down to the 3 key questions. Number 1, is it affordable? This was actually the most expensive DIY. I feel like because it's baking, all the little pieces add up, and also the recipe told me to buy the pot of icing and we never used it. Or I skipped a step. No, I'm pretty sure that we didn't need it in the recipes. Is it affordable? I'd say maybe. It's not the cheapest DIY you can do, but I feel like it was a really fun one. So that leads us on to question number 2. Did I enjoy this DIY? I would say I absolutely loved it. I feel like it's kind of removed all my fears of baking that I had embedded so deeply in me from my past experience. So who knows, maybe I'll frequent into baking more often. Frequent, is that the word that I'm going for? Yes, I absolutely love the process from baking the cake to mashing that bad boy with my hands.
and then dunking it inside the chocolate. I felt like the whole process was so fun. So that gets a big thumbs up from me. Final question, do I actually like it? Well, from that taste test and the fact that I ate that whole cake pop, I think the answer to that question is yes. Tastes incredible, they're succulent, they're sweet. So we have come to the end of our DIY extravaganza, and I have had the best time. I'm not much of a DIY person. I do nothing myself. If I can buy it, I probably will. But I feel like Valentine's Day in general is all about spending money and the expensive meals and the expensive flowers. Like, why did they triple the price of the same thing you can get 2 months later, but way cheaper? It makes absolutely no sense to me. So being able to create some of these DIYs, like this stick one that cost me absolutely nothing, has been delightful. Tell you what, I am more than happy to take that glue gun back out and glue some bits together because that was so much fun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I certainly loved making it. If you'd love to see more of these in the future, comment down below what your favorite DIY was. Was it the hanging heart, the heart tree, or indeed the cake pops? If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!